You speed it up, you clear it up, you know it up. You just keep moving up. Up, up, up. Ascension, I said, ascension, no dissension. That's right. No mention of anything like that. No mention at all. No, you don't mention anything. No, you just repeat, repeat, and repeat. All the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. That's right, that's right. That's right, that's right. So go on the car. Good on ya. Good on you, mate. You see, there's some people that are like that. And you don't know whether they're being sincere or not. And you don't know. Because, they could be thinking many things all at the same time. And one's like that. It's the voice, not the accent. I was doing something. I nearly lost my voice. Nearly lost my sight. Boy, what a night. I'm not dark. I'm open. You could say I'm light. That's a light. We're lights. 2 lights, 3 lights. Bright light. After midnight, you could say, the spirits come. Conradian. Conradian. They say he was here. Not specifically here. Not literally here, but sometimes you steer and you feel without a peer and you stare into the abyss, the horizon line, or no horizon line, and just the ripples that tipple through your drink while you blink and think for the next second and then think of nothing. You think of nothing. Nothing. You say, I must think of something. Maybe the Easterns are right. The avatar. Transmigration of the souls. And you say, do not fall for that. I am this, I am that. Feminized, maybe, perhaps. Let's play games, let's play roles. But if it's all a simulation, you know where it's at. You know why. And then you think, divine. Eventually all of us come to that. And when you feel it, you actually see it and feel it and see it and breathe it and repeat it. It starts to make logical sense. You see everyone around you, and you start to, the roles switch sometimes, not sexually, just how you view people, what some call a hierarchy. Maybe I'm losing my mind. No, that's just thinking out loud, for crying out loud, for knowing out loud, for being quiet in the light, expressing your thoughts. Nothing mad there, nothing sad there, nothing tragic. In fact, you could say it's salubrious. You could say it's enlightening, because you're lightening up and you're finding yourself, boy, an avocado cup. Brighten up, look up, that's right. Coming right back to up. Ah, yes. This is a story you tell. The fiction, semi-autobiographical, my favorite genre, the genre of no genre, experimental, divine within the human. You know what I mean, you know what I said, when all those senses condensed and made me who I am today, and yesterday, and forwardly looking for another day. Uplifting. How could I be depressing? Deliberately putting people against one another? That's not Shakespearean. That's not even clever writing. It's predictable. It's not even an opera. There's no soap. It's just pure nihilistic hell. Not the original nihilistic, not the original cynic, Not the original hedonistic, but maybe be hedonistic in the right way. Be Epicurean in the right way. Be Christian in the right way. Christian in the right way. Mix your vindaloo whatever way you want. Break the dogma and be a Kathmandu. Some should sue, but I'm original. It derives from all sources. You make your sauce all different ways. Vinegar and tomatoes and potatoes, tomatoes. You can find your, you could find your, no, you could find your Southern European right beside you. Philosophical, poetical truth, poetic prose, free verse, yes, autodidactic, didactic, pronunciations of a nation can tell you very much, it can tell you a lot, break the rules and such, the comma after the and, what were you saying? And breaking the rules, but do not cement it. Solidify the reader, the thinker, the fellow blinker and non-blinker. When you open up your eyes and open up your mind, open up your psyche, your voice, and yes, when you just open to your senses and you come from your penis and vagina, you go all wet and say that is breaking the dream. Now I am in the reality with no come down, just comings everywhere. It's not perverted, no. It's not perverted at all. It's extroverted, quietly, timidly. I don't know what you call that. Maybe it's a new word. Maybe it's a bird that never flew, as I said. I think they call that a feline, a cat. What kind of cat? A lynx? A leopard? A sphinx? Ah, ancient Egypt. Sometimes they can gypt you in and gypt you out. Sometimes you have to pipe and say, what about those ancient Chinese? The noble features with no Pekingese. Before you sue, before you surprise. Did I say before you sue? I repeated the line. Boy, number 9, number 10, number 11. Dimensional frames, I said, with no names. But let's go back to Egypt. Yes, Pythagoras. That's right, let's jump back to Pythagoras. Egypt. Yes, rebirth. It's still rebirth. Whether you like it or not. Whether figuratively or not. Whether literally or not. Rebirth. This life or not. It's still rebirth. Within the self of the new day to say I can be something else. I can show you that I have value within my soul, within my own existence, revealing my human condition. The unpredictable. Sometimes, yes, Aristotle needs a bottle and Plato needs a plate because he's messy and he's fussy. Some call him a hussy. He doesn't sometimes appreciate certain people. He stammers. Does he value women? Who knows? I didn't know him personally, but personally you can go from the written word or what they said. Socrates. Socrates, what a player. He said this and said that. You could say that he knew pride was a virtue and my vanity. Well, you could say it gives me sanity. I look in the mirror, I stare, and I have an affair with myself. I masturbate in the mirror sometimes. I look and I stare and say, oh, it sometimes lets you know if you've real appeal while you're peeling from the sun, to know you're real. Yes, benevolent Plath, benevolent anyone, benevolent Beckett. The play is on the chair. It can be anything. Recorded theatre, cinematic art. Do I need to state it? The non-subtle age. Sometimes you don't need the page. This is the page. My face expressing, showing, and digressing for the right reasons. And then you're left with somehow a questioning thought of saying, what were you saying before that, before I bought that, before I was sold into this, and the price of that? Oh, I wore the hat all right. Values. The eternal values. Whether you have sex with this and this and this and this. A lady or a boy. But define the words. Don't take it too literally. Do I need to explain that? Depends who you talk to. What level? Do I become a snob? Without nobility, you say, from the Latin word. Allow me to be noble. Apparently I'm a Wallace, and I have to live up to my name. And I greater must I? Oh, you could smell the musk from here. I love automation. I dislike it all at the same time. Anyway, there's always another way to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sao. Ciao, I'm out of here. The Greek woman flies in her head. She says, wow, wowee, whoa. There's no in your philosophy. It's pure, we, yes, see, open, the ocean of selected consciousness. I like that. I love that. I should wear your twat on my mouth. I should find the cat within me. But who am I with? Nurturing goodness. Who I argue with. Goodness gracious me. Good God. Good gods, judge, O ye gods. Know the nods. Know the frauds. Don't judge too much. That's what I've noticed. I don't squeal, I don't tell. I don't snitch, I don't bitch. Boy, I'm just perfect. I am perfect. I just don't tell on anyone. Oh, you're so great. Yeah, maybe I am. Maybe I am. I don't tell on people, never did. And here they are, 2024, April 13th, in the middle of the night. And I don't go walking. No, I don't go walking in my sleep. I find myself awakened in the night, finding myself old, luminescent and bright. And Lord have mercy, for merciful arms have found me. Yes. Playful. They're not even jibes. You could say they're not even bribes. I should mail this to a black, white person, because you could say when the profile shows, you don't know what to say to some people. Bye bye, says another. Hi hi, says one. I agree with your sigh when you looked up and down, when you did that other one, the art piece worthy of a master. This one, it's more plaster, they say. I say it's more tangerine. What does that even mean? Oh, I know the scene you're doing. I've seen this. It's worth pursuing. It's somehow flowing and knowing yourself, confusing all the right people, all the light people. I understand. I undersit. I undersit. I know this. Underestimated. I'm underestimated. Yes, that's right. That's right. That's left. Oh, no bereft. No tragedy. Let's go back again. What were we saying before? What was I saying before? What was I saying after I said something in 2058? Boy, I know the date of no date, the time of no time. Yes, all those locks and lakes, you could say tenderness takes hold of me, the intimate nature that I nurture within my solitude, and I find dualitude. I find duality. Boy, all the fragility in finding my humanity. Once again, the human condition expresses itself right here, right in the eternal. I am the eternal, and don't you forget it. Don't you forget it. I'd love to do a silly voice or someone else's, but then this is my voice, or is this one my voice? Sometimes you can go and you zone out of time, out of place. Don't do it too much. They'll find themselves out of place. You know. You know. I love yes, and yes, and yes. Blooming, 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 blooming. Eternally blooming. Yes. Eternally blooming. Yes. Eternally blooming. All my sonnets, the eternal flower, more sonnets to come. The eternal hour, second, it beckons for nothing but the eternal. Paternal, maternal, Mother, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Is that you? Is that you? Is that you? All well and good and all, lovely speech and all for one for one, two for two, three for three. We are free. Ah, I know now. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. all of it equals to something. In the end, you find there's no end. There's no end. Multifarious multiverses. The multiverses could be right here. Consider a thought that you mightn't know. Consider, why am I like this? Why? Maybe. Yes, good consideration. Consider that. Consider this. Consider that. Consider this. Yes. How do you like? How do you love that? Oh, the birds in the distance. It's nighttime, and you hear a bird. That's not an owl. What is it? An ibis? Ah, ancient Egypt, ancient Greece. Furelise. Deeply romantic, never frantic unless shaken. When my spear has been controlled and my brain extolling, breaking, knowing that my body feels the torture, slowly thawing, knowing, back to yes. And the eternal hiss, up their grass. You could say, I am the snake. Take it for what you need. I'm the seed for sore eyes. That's very good. Good suggestion. It's good for the digestion. You could say some people are misunderstood. I'll speak for me. I'll speak for eyes. I'll speak for those people with no 4 eyes. Just, you could say 3 eyes. Well, if my ears were eyes and my eyes were ears, you could say the tears would come through my asshole. See, logic makes sense. But then nonsensical logic makes sense as well. You see, to break something, to know something, to enliven why, uplift is so needed. To be genuinely uplifting, health giving. How do I look? Always said, you do need to be a little bit more effective.